Okay, let's go.
Welcome to We'll Get to It Eventually. My name is James Shell. I'm a mortgage loan officer in Austin, Texas.
I'm Jason Crouch, professional stand-up comedian. Welcome.
Perfect. We've got some comments from Trump about the economy that we want to just respond to, just consider.
I'm sure they're sensible.
I bet you he didn't just come up with them on the fly.
He's so well controlled.
I know, he's just
Filtered.
always measured. Yeah. Just
Exactly.
so we got some Trump comments we'll respond to. We have Cowboys slot, as per usual. And then we have a random smattering of topics.
We'll see how this goes.
We'll see how that goes.
We're going to choose one and
Yeah.
go from there and then talk about another random thing. So
Right.
improv.
Yeah. A little bit of
Improv.
improv. Hey.
Well, all of this is improv.
I was about to say, you just realized, that's our secret. That's the man behind the curtain. Yeah. Mum's the word.
Okay.
Where does that expression come from, do you know?
I don't.
We'll look it up sometime.
We'll get to it eventually.
Okay.
Okay.
But not today. Okay, so let's look at this Trump comment. President Trump was asked to grade the economy under his leadership. His response is that the economy deserves an A+. And then he clarified, actually an A+++++++. I don't know how many pluses he put, maybe 5 or so. So insisting that it's his policies that have strengthened the economy.
Is it Christmas Story where they use the A++ and she's putting on the blackboard?
Oh, you know what?
And it goes off the blackboard to another plus. It's like...
Oh, well, we'll use that.
Maybe that's where it came from.
And unfortunately, I have not seen A Christmas Story.
What?
I know.
Oh my
I know. I've seen every...
Kill it.
And we're not friends anymore.
We're finished.
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
But Christmas Story is not like...
No, it's 80s. No, that's my childhood.
Yeah.
I should have seen it.
When did it come out?
I'm going to say 86 or 88.
I want to say it was even earlier than that. I want to say like 82 or 83.
Oh, okay.
I say 83.
I'm going to say 86. Let's see. Oh, 83, you son of a bitch.
Oh!
83. Okay, well, that's one tick for you on the... Now we're even, by the way.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, we're even.
Put it on the screen.
Oh, bro, I will.
All right.
I will.
83.
Yeah,
Right.
83.
Okay.
Well done. Okay, so back to our Trump comment. Your initial reaction to an A++++.
Laughter.
Yeah.
It does not. It doesn't feel that way. Anecdotally, for me, you, most people we come across.
Yeah.
I'm not saying no one is doing well.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, by and large, lots of people are struggling.
Right.
Okay. And I'm not saying we're full blown depression. It feels like a recession. Has felt like a recession for a while.
Yeah.
Even when he took office. My opinion. Now I know you can look at variables and go, no, look at this. I'm like, look at the stock market. Look at this.
GDP or
Certainly, but like for the average American, I think the economy does not feel like A+++++.
Yeah.
I think it feels like a C- or like or a D
At
or
best,
even an F.
Right.
But I think overall it might be a B or a C.
Yeah.
I think that's realistic.
Yeah.
If I'm being honest.
Yeah.
But I think for a lot of people it's an F.
Yeah.
And so for me to say it's just so great, you can point to certain elements and say, yes, that's going well.
Right.
But you cannot point to, talk about jobs. You can talk jobs, talk about your grocery bill, talk about just basic living expenses.
Right.
It does not feel like an A++ thing.
Right.
So I disagree.
Yeah.
And it's not even a red, blue, Republican, Democrat thing. I just think that's an asinine thing to say.
Yeah.
Regardless of your vote.
Yeah, great. Well, I think it may be asinine. It's certainly tone deaf.
Right.
It's misunderstanding
There you
the
go.
perspective of maybe a majority, if not at least a strong slice.
I agree with that.
Because what you see is that stock market's been booming. Man, if you've owned NVIDIA stock, you're in really good shape.
Sure.
You're loving it. You're loving this economy. So,
And there's certainly people that are prospering. And there's no doubt.
Right.
Always there are
Yes.
people prospering. But
Right.
it feels like a larger segment of people are struggling than before.
yes.
And I'm not saying before he took office even, but it's not like it's improved dramatically
Right.
the past year.
Right.
That's
right.
what I think.
A little credit where credit's due. We have seen interest rates come down a bit. That's great. Inflation has subsided. But what people, I think, always forget is that the inflation that we've had over the last 2 years is now baked in permanently to prices. And unless you have disinflation, then prices are not. to have a 2% inflation rate, yay, but prices are still high.
Right.
So, and again, if
the rate of increase is slowing down.
Exactly.
To like, hey, it's not dropping.
But the prices are still the same.
Yeah,
They're still inflated substantially.
Whenever egg prices were a big deal, when you say, eggs are going to be whatever price now.
Yeah.
Maybe egg prices did come down.
Yeah.
And they did.
And gasoline is cheap now, too. I mean,
that's fair.
Again, credit where credit's due. But
there are certain elements you can point to.
Right.
But like if you look at collectively, how much your bills are, how much your normal expenses for groceries and things that everyone needs, it doesn't feel better.
Right.
And it feels harder to make it on kind of what I think a normal amount of money should be.
Yes.
That's my opinion. And of course, in our industry, now granted, I will say this in fairness, for what we do for a living, in real estate and lending, it's especially hard right now.
Yes.
Especially in our market. So yes, maybe we're a little biased in that way.
Yeah.
But I talk to a lot of people.
Yeah.
And I do know people that are doing real well. Plenty of people, but I know a lot of people struggling.
For sure.
And I mean really struggling.
Yes.
And lots of debt, lots of, like they're not going to get out of debt.
Right.
They just aren't.
Not with the current state of things.
No.
Right.
It may not happen, or it may take a long time. Right. But
yeah.
I just disagree.
Yeah. Right.
And it's not the plus, the exciting.
And again, I think that if the response had just been a little more nuanced, a little more knowledgeable of the spectrum of the voter base.
Well, Trump is known for being humble. We all know he's humble, measured, like you said.
Yes.
He's not going to say it. The one thing I learned from Trump, I will say, I learned from Trump about marketing yourself, and not just putting your name on everything. That's one part.
Yeah.
We did, this would be called Crouch Podcast or something. If it was Trump, right?
Right.
Is that everything is either gold, gold leaf, the very best, or it's the very worst. There's no in between. There's no gray area for Trump.
See.
So he's not going to say anything short of A++++, unless it's an F.
Yes.
And he's not going to admit an F.
Yes.
The best example of this is when he was running against Ted Cruz in 2016, and he was calling him Lion Ted, Lyin, not Lion Ted like a lion, but Lying Ted. And Lion Ted. He accused his dad of being involved in the Kennedy assassination. He talked about how ugly his wife was, and he was saying mean things.
Yeah.
And then once Ted Cruz, kind of dropped out and supported him in a way that was kind of halfway supporting.
Yeah.
He literally said, I remember Trump saying, well, he went from Lion Ted to Beautiful Ted. And that's how Trump thinks of everything.
Yes.
Either you're against him or you're 100% on his train.
This is such an important way that we shouldn't just treat Trump, but really everyone, is that I'm bringing my expectations to how you should communicate, and I'm imposing those onto you. Hey, Trump, be nuanced in how you speak.
Right.
I'm the idiot, actually, because he will never speak that way.
Right.
And it isn't. It's also inside.
I'm not knocking him I'm knocking him on that for sure. He's not nuanced at all.
Right. Yeah.
But sometimes the alternatives are worse, and so like that's it's like it really. I hate this lesser of two evils thing.
I know.
And it's
there's an amazing South Park.
It's felt that way for a long time. To me.
Well, this South Park episode, if I remember, the two people that were up for election were a douche and a turd. So that's, and I think that's fair. I think that's like so often what
it feels that way. Man. Like it's been a while.
Yeah.
On certain things, that's what I hate about politics. Is like especially partisan politics, where you have to take this whole slate of things you have to agree with.
Right.
There's no way that you agree with all those things.
Right.
People who agree with all those things are crazy.
Right.
Honestly. All of them. Right. Because usually people pick.
Right.
But you go down a list of 30 or 40 issues, like I kind of agree more with that side, and you pick the things that are important to you.
Right.
Most people are 1, 2, maybe 3 to 5 of the most issues they vote on.
Right.
For years, I was a single issue voter. It was pro-choice versus pro-life, and I was pro-life and ardently pro-life.
Yeah.
But I'm not saying that I judge anyone. Sorry, we're getting enough.
I know.
I don't judge people for that. I just, because I know there's situations, I can't judge everyone. I'm not the judge, God,
Yeah.
I don't judge that. But I want there to be fewer abortions, and I want them to be fully informed.
Yeah.
I want them to know, because we've actually met people who did not know they were ending a baby's life.
Right.
When we were doing our ministry work, like that comes out, like I didn't even know. Like, it's crazy to think that. They didn't explain it, or whatever, like, how could you not know that?
Right.
But anyway, well, with the pro-life thing, like I used to be like, it is ending a life, right?
Yeah.
So it is in that way a murder, right? You're going to say murder, and it's not malicious necessarily, because you're trying to, you think you're protecting yourself or your situation or your own well-being, and you're ending this other life, and like that's an impossible choice for somebody. Like I've never been in this. I'll never be put in that situation.
Right.
I am convinced that if people just simply understood, like if I've talked to people that are pro-choice, They're closer to us than you think.
Yeah.
They don't want more abortion.
Right.
They just want the option available, which I get. I understand. But they want it available for reasons that almost never happen. They're not saying, like, I want someone to have 16 abortions.
Right.
Which is what happens sometimes.
Yeah.
And sometimes those are prostitutes, or sometimes they're just promiscuous people in general. And that does happen. People get a lot of abortions.
Right.
They want people to be protected that are underage and raped, or there's incest, or there's like a mother's life is in danger, and I get it.
Yeah.
And if someone's going to die, that's not even a choice.
Sure.
Right? If there's really the life of the mother involved, then of course you have to do that.
Yeah.
Like an ectopic pregnancy. Some people say ectopic pregnancy is not an abortion, but it is.
No, it very technically is.
It is.
Yeah,
and so,
that's right.
like,
I appreciate that distinction, by the way. Yeah.
And of course I support that, because it's not going to... There's zero chance that baby make you. It's going to kill both of them, right? If you let it grow, right? My understanding.
It's actually it is statistically zero, but it's technically 0.00001. There's a 1 in 10,000 or something.
That's fair.
So I just
that's fair.
So,
but ectopic pregnancy, if you take that out, you take out the life of the mother, you take out the incest, you take out the rape, that's still like less than 5%.
Right.
So I would gladly, I'm not saying gladly, I would be willing to just say yes, okay, fine on all this.
Right.
To save the other 95 out of 100 babies, or 96 or whatever the number is. But they're not content with that. They want it to be open. Now, most people that are pro-choice are pro-choice up to a certain point.
Yes.
Most people don't want late-term abortions,
right.
even if they're pro-choice. They don't want you aborting a baby, a full-term baby, or a 7-month baby. They want it to be in the first trimester, which is more reasonable.
Yeah.
Kind of.
That first trimester can go fast if you don't know until 8, 9, 10 weeks.
I know. I just think it should be fully informed. We all want it to be less.
Right.
And I think there should be more options given to mothers or mothers-to-be or potential mothers about adoption, about other options, as opposed to just like, well, you got to keep it or you got to, kill it.
Mm-hmm.
So, and one of the reasons I'm passionate about it too, aside from the spiritual considerations, that both my parents were adopted in the 40s, and like if they had not, if abortion had been prevalent, if Roe versus Wade had been in place in the 40s, I would not exist.
Right.
My parents probably would not exist.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm very passionate about that, because it's personal to me. Like I think one or both probably wouldn't have made it.
Yeah.
I'm almost positive. But they had to, like, one of them took a trip, gave the baby up for adoption in Texas, lived in Ohio, and then went back. Like, just took a trip to see family, but she knew she was pregnant, and stayed here a while, and had the baby and went back.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So her husband was in World War II.
Wow.
And she was pregnant by another man, and so, yeah. And he had...
is he going to watch this?
I hope not. From beyond the grave. No, my mom's dad had 2 women pregnant, his wife and another woman pregnant at the same time. We figured all that out through ancestry, that she has a brother who's a few months older, same dad, different mom. So, anyway. But yeah, I'm passionate for that reason.
Yeah.
A lot of information you can...
Yeah, we'll see what I include. The one other thing that I just add as an addendum here is, the one other thing that I would add, my buddy JJ, you remember, tall guy, maybe you may have not met him before, actually. So. Anyways,
your imaginary friend?
Came from,
Your imaginary friend?
Yeah, JJ, yeah.
Okay.
His name is Jay.
I've heard of, I think I've heard you mention him, but I don't think I know.
So he has adopted 3 kids. He came from the foster care system. That's his background. And so he's very adversarial whenever he talks, and I love that because we argue all the time. Yep. But he's been berating me about adoption for many, many years. And
why?
Because in his mind it is a blind spot for most Christians.
In what way though? What does he be rating? I'm trying to understand.
That people are having babies instead of adopting. Like, why would you create a new life when there are lives that need?
He thinks everyone needs to adopt instead of having babies.
Correct. He's pretty incendiary in the way that he articulates and presents the argument.
Is he going to see this?
They super doubt it.
Okay, that's a really strange argument.
Well, it's eccentric.
Okay.
It's unique.
That's a kind way to put it.
It's unique.
Yeah.
The one thing I would say is that for the first time...
If he's rich, it's eccentric. If he's a normal person, he's crazy.
Fair enough. Well, he just graduated from law school, so he just started getting those big paychecks. Okay. So he went from crazy to eccentric within the last 6 months.
Okay.
So, no, he came at it from a much more just honest perspective, okay. And it really hit me that I realized, like, man, in the same way that, man, if you're not in a rush, if the wife's not. If I'm not late and I see someone pull over on the side of the road, some chick that's like on the phone with no help there, I should pull over. Mm-hmm. It's like, it's not just hey, if you want to get some good karma, you can help. No, it's like, I think that we should help whenever we can.
Yeah.
It's the.
How does that relate to this? I'm sorry.
Because if I can help.
Okay.
A foster
adopted child.
Yeah, adopted child. Not even adopt necessarily, but foster at the very least.
Okay.
Then.
But can you imagine? I guess we both have 4 children.
Certainly not.
I cannot. I would even have trouble with it now.
But
there's no time when I could say, yeah, that makes good sense.
Right.
And now, like at some point, when my kids are really out of the house, I'm going to be so old. Like, does that make sense then?
Yeah, no, totally.
So it's hard.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
I advocate for that. I think it's a good thing. A good foster parent is amazing.
Yeah.
There are a lot of crummy foster parents too, just like crummy parents.
Right.
But this is really not as lightweight an episode.
Super crazy heavy. I have no idea. No, we're just going on and on about this. I don't know what.
We just lost everyone.
I know.
We'll never grow this thing. Actually, this could be the one that takes off, and it'll be for the wrong reasons.
I know, right?
Look at these nut jobs.
Yeah. Trump voting.
And every 4 years, I think I'm not going to get involved in it. I don't really care. And every 4 years, I get tied up and interested and freshly sucked in.
Because it's all rigged.
Yeah. I'm so done with it, though. I was told years ago by someone who used to be my church home group, small group. This is on Facebook. I said, I find myself just really, how do I say it? Like I don't care about politics anymore or something like that. And she said, oh, your privilege is showing. And I said, yeah, a lot of the homeless people we work with don't care about politics either.
Yeah. Whoa!
And in fact, they don't even know what party. Like one of them literally asked me, what party is Obama again?
Yeah.
It was a black woman asked me that. Asked Pam, actually.
Yeah.
So there are plenty of people who don't care about politics.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I don't care about it. I'm just done with it. I'm so, it's so this all the time.
Yeah.
But when you talk to people like this, and I talk to plenty of people that didn't vote the same way I voted.
Yeah.
And they're rah-rah, One of my best friends passed away 11 years ago.
Okay.
We didn't agree on politics at all. We had a great time together.
Yeah.
He just thought I was, I thought he was kind of crazy with his views, but we hit it off on other things. He was in real estate.
Not wealthy enough to be eccentric.
He was a Christian. He was in real estate, and he's about the same age difference we have. He's older than me.
Yeah.
And just a really good friend. And I spoke at his funeral, and just a funny guy, like a funny, interesting person. But I didn't care about how he voted.
Right.
And that's how we should be, in my opinion.
Yes.
We shouldn't be worried about who'd you vote for? Am I going to talk to you? And that's how it gets on Twitter. People are like, just stop.
Right. Well, here's the difference.
Because half the people are not going to vote the way you vote.
Yeah. So I think that's so the difference between a normal person and that we would even disagree. Like, let's just say like Trump foreign policy, we would disagree. Let's assume,
Sure.
So even though we disagree, I know that you are principled.
Right.
Even maybe even inconsistently so, but you're trying to be principled.
Right, sure.
Politicians are by definition not principled.
Oh, I agree.
Except for maybe there's a few that are really taking it across the chin.
Which is one reason I would never get into politics.
Exactly. So, and I think that's where my I'm done with politics comes from. It's all theater. It is. Ginning up frustration with the other side in order to win votes. Yep. And I feel like I got duped a little bit in this last election with that very narrative. And I think that's where my enthusiasm was coming from.
Well, no, I did going into this, watching Biden in those in that debate where after he dropped out, or before he dropped out, that I was like, that is awful.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way I could vote for that. And then they kind of threw. I'm surprised that I think Biden sabotaged it. Honestly, I think he endorsed it right away because he was getting kicked out. He's like, fine, then here's who I'm endorsing. Like, good luck with that, chief.
Yeah.
And he took off. That's my opinion.
Sure.
I don't know for sure.
Yeah.
They could have come up with someone better. And some people they'll disagree. Fine. Yeah. I just don't think she's a great candidate.
No.
I don't think she's a great candidate even just for her own party nomination, or she wouldn't in 2020 with her 2020 run. She dropped out in 2019. One of the first people to drop out of 11 people.
Yeah.
Her and Beto both.
Yeah.
Beto both dropped out pretty early. Biden did surprise me though, because Biden's always been thought of as just like a pretty inept.
Right.
And I know. Well, Obama even joked.
I was going to say per Obama.
Yeah.
Right.
So I wasn't excited about Biden at all. I don't hate the man. I think.
Yeah.
I think he's probably principled as well in his own way.
Yeah.
Kind of.
I want to believe that.
But you said politicians aren't. I guess you're right.
No, I believe
career politician though.
Well, look, you can be principled, but you got to check that principledness at the door when you're a politician.
Correct.
Because you are a mercenary from my beliefs now. That's what Trump is.
Yeah.
Now, I think a big difference is that I I would assert that Trump is perhaps even less principled than your typical politician.
Oh, I agree.
And so,
yeah, and I really was not voting for Trump the man.
Right.
Because I don't really like him that much. I think I don't mind saying it. I don't care if he sees it. He'll call me Lion Jason. No. Terrible Jason.
He's going to call you Jason Crotch. Is what
there
he's
you go.
Call you.
Exactly. So, no, I'm not a fan of the man.
Right.
I haven't liked him that's why I didn't vote for him in 2016. Like, there's no way I'm voting for that guy.
Right.
I watched him, growing up, and I read The Art of the Deal back in the 80s.
Yeah. I love The Apprentice, by the way.
I did like The Apprentice. It was a fun show.
Yeah.
But I wasn't going to vote for Hillary Clinton. I wasn't going to vote for him. I was like, I voted third party in 2020 or 2016. Anyway, let's move on. Okay. Cowboys.
Hey.
Or something.
Trump said something about football?
I don't know. Oh yes, Trump did say something. He did say something about football.
Okay.
It was the soccer, the FIFA, the
FIFA.
The FIFA thing.
Yeah.
They had the FIFA thing.
Not Marty FIFA.
No, FIFA. They had the FIFA thing going on, and he was with the soccer people, I think.
Okay.
And he's like, "Oh, we should come up with something different to call American football because this is real football, and we should rename it. NFL has the wrong name, something like that."
No.
Shut up.
Yeah, dude.
like zip it with that. It's football. Football's football, and that's our American football is American football.
Yeah.
Leave it alone. It's one of those just again off the cuff weird things that just come brewing out of his It's like he can't stop it.
Yeah. But the difference between normal people,
he doesn't stop himself. He doesn't even want to take it.
He
back.
doesn't think he should. Is the difference?
It comes out.
I say something stupid. I'm like, dang it. He goes something stupid. He goes, I hope they put that in print.
Exactly.
That's the difference.
Moving on.
Okay, so football.
Yep.
Oh, excuse me. American football. Do we need to qualify?
Football. American football, fine.
So it's been a little while since we've talked. We've had a pretty disappointing showing.
Yep.
Last time we talked was after the Eagles game, so we were riding high.
Yep.
What happened with the defense this last game?
Well,
before the bye week.
Yeah. Okay. You're talking about the Lions game?
Yeah.
Okay.
By the way, you predicted, by the way.
I did. Yeah. I think I said we were going to beat the Chiefs too, but we did beat the Chiefs easily. Not easily, but they did it. Right? It was a good game.
Yeah, they played the way that you absolutely needed to play in order to beat the Chiefs. The Chiefs were not. They were struggling a little bit, but
they played okay.
For sure,
Mahomes was not the problem. That's for sure. It was just anyway. So they were 3-0, and then they go to the Lions. 3-0 since the trade deadline, and then they go to the Lions. One of the biggest problems I saw was the fact that they're giving up so many yards on kick returns.
Dude,
like the guy was it was like the same big guy. I don't know if he's that big. Same guy, just sort of lumbering for like 40 yards.
Yes, 30, 40 yards.
And I was like, why is he still on he's not, no one's hitting him.
Right.
He's just sort of like, it wasn't even.
This new format, they have not.
It didn't look like he was moving fast.
Right.
It just looked like, some people, did you ever watch, maybe a too old a reference, but did you ever watch Vince Young when he played for UT?
No, I certainly know what you're talking about.
Did you ever watch him play?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
No.
He had a way of moving around the field that it didn't look like he was running very far, but he covering long distances.
Oh, interesting.
Not looking like he's running very fast. It was the same dynamic watching this as he catches on the 5. He said the 40. Like that.
Right.
They give up 261 yards on a punt and kickoff returns. That's insane. There are changes to be made according to Schottenheimer. He said, I don't know if it's special teams or if it's personnel or players or what. Yeah. They're going to make changes. They need to make changes.
It does seem to me that the kickoff returns it's more of a 25 to 30 average now.
And they were
north of that.
They were midfield.
Yes.
40 to 50 most of the time.
Yeah.
You can't let a team do that. A team that's pretty good on offense, you can't let them do that. The other thing that happened that no one was expecting is that St. Brown played, and he was expected to miss that game.
Yeah.
So
and he was going off. Running backs were shredding us.
They just looked good.
Yeah.
We scored well. They scored more. Now there were some strange calls that flipped.
There were
big swings, right? The big swings because of calls. I didn't like that.
And for sure, that touchdown that was not a safety.
Yeah.
100%.
Correct.
I did not see the subsequent replay, so to me it looked very sketchy. Not enough to overturn.
When you look at it, it really was.
The flush angle.
It was not a safety.
Okay.
Because the whole ball was here, and the line's there. It was.
Fair enough.
really close.
Okay, yeah.
But you can see why they overturned it.
Okay.
But like most angles, it did look like a safety until they showed it like right on, and then they finally agreed. The commentators, it was not a safety.
Okay,
I agree with that.
Okay, fair enough.
But anyway, going forward, I would like to talk about the Eagles situation, the Cowboys situation.
Yes,
Eagles.
That's how we get in.
Correct. Yeah, the Eagles still need to lose 2 out of 4.
Right.
And we have to win out.
Yes.
Or if the Eagles lost 3 out of 4, we could lose 1. But that seems really unlikely.
Yeah.
Now the Eagles play the Bills.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to beat the Bills.
Nope.
They have
No shot.
So one way to think about this, and I saw this on Twitter, and I agree with this, because people are like, oh, well, those games don't look that hard. No, this is a team that has lost 3 in a row.
Uh-huh.
All right? They look dysfunctional. Jalen Hurts just turned the ball over 5 times.
That's right.
The most the Eagles player has turned the ball over in, I want to guess how many years?
Oh.
It's not as many as you think, probably.
No, 5.
25.
Oh.
So maybe it is more than you think. Since 2000, no one has turned the ball over for the Eagles that many times.
Whoa.
So, yeah, it was a bad game. Twice in one play. Threw an interception, the guy fumbles it, he picks it up, he fumbles it.
Wow.
So he had 2 turnovers on one play.
Oh, my gosh.
But 4 picks.
Yeah.
Not all on him, but still 4 picks.
Yeah.
Somewhere, a couple around him. Anyway, so they played not well.
Oh, my goodness.
So to say they're disintegrating is a bit much. But yeah,
They played the Chargers.
They played the Chargers.
Yeah.
Lost to the Chargers.
Yeah.
They play the Raiders next, which I doubt they'd lose, but hey, I'll go on record and say it's possible. But let's just say they beat the Raiders probably pretty easily.
By the way, do you remember Angels in the Outfield?
Yes.
The little black kid?
I don't remember the kid, but I remember the movie.
Yeah, okay. Well, just his line is, it could happen. Yeah.
It could.
So anyways, yeah.
The Raiders have beaten a couple of teams, and,
Yeah.
and the Eagles look ripe for that.
Yeah.
They're missing a couple of key players. So the Eagles have never won without Lane Johnson in the lineup.
Oh, interesting.
He's out right now. Their offensive tackle is
wow.
out. He's like their big guy.
Oh, wow.
And he's out. So,
Yeah.
and they're also out without Jalen Carter, their big defensive line guy.
Okay.
He's having something done had something happen to both of his shoulders.
Ooh.
Both shoulders. Some procedures being done. He's out, I think,
Mm-hmm.
for I don't know how long. Anyway, so here's one way to think about it, just quickly.
Yeah.
They've lost 3. So what you're saying is it's not so much looking at the teams that are coming up, okay, which is part of it. But you've got a team that's lost 3 in a row, and they have to win 3 out of the next 4.
Yeah.
I'm not sure they're going to do that.
Yeah.
I think they're going to lose one of those for sure. Then they got to win 2 out of 3.
Yeah.
They can.
Well, they're
they
definitely
can.
going to lose to the Bills. That's for sure.
I mean, I say that anything's possible.
No, yeah.
It feels right now. It feels like it.
Yeah. I mean, they could.
And the Bills still have something to play for probably by then. So.
Oh yeah.
Because they're playing for seeding and all that.
Oh yeah.
So.
Oh yeah. But they got the Commanders twice.
But sweeping the Commanders, it depends on whether Jaden Daniels is healthy or not.
For sure.
If he is, I don't think they sweep him.
Yeah.
But if he's not, then they probably will.
Right.
Mariota though almost beat the Broncos.
Wow.
It came down to the last play.
Wow.
Yeah.
And Mariota, he's a little washed up, but I mean, he's not that quarterback.
Right.
I mean,
Well, he beat the Cowboys. I mean, with Dak out, he beat the Cowboys last year. Jaden Daniels didn't.
He's been back up for Redskins since. Oh wow.
Last year.
Okay. Yeah.
Because when Dak was out, I know they won that game. It was Mariota doing it.
Yeah.
Daniels didn't even look good.
Yeah.
He was. I don't know if he was benched or. I don't know. Anyway.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's possible. Is it probable? No, because the Cowboys still have to do their part and win all 4 games. They got the Vikings, the Chargers, and then they got the Commanders and Giants away.
Yeah.
I think they win the 2 home games.
Yeah.
And we'll start predicting now. We'll make a prediction on the Giants.
Yeah.
I haven't thought about this.
Yeah.
With the Vikings, but
it's Vikings this week.
And it's in Dallas.
Okay.
And then the Chargers game, but the Vikings game, I'm going to say they come out and put a lot of points. It's a pretty good defense, though, but I'll still say 37-20.
Oof.
I think it's going to be a big win for them.
Okay.
I don't know about the Chargers yet, but I think they'll win big this week.
Okay.
And start giving us hope again.
Yeah,
and we'll see.
I know. It's that famous Bane line, I will give them hope.
I really think
so
they'll win
I
the
can crush them.
Yeah, there we go. I think they'll win it.
Yeah. Okay, love that. I'll go with, it's going to be a much closer game, I think. Let's go 31-27.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm predicting a 17-point victory, which is going on a limb.
Yeah.
But it's like being a weather forecaster.
Oh, I know.
I'm not going to lose my job.
I know.
Whatever. I mean, just look outside. It looks like it might
People
rain.
are impressed if you're even close. That's the
temperatures are going to be in the 60s.
Yeah.
It might rain. I don't know. I mean, it's not hard.
Yeah.
I know meteorology is a serious science. I know people are. Anyway.
Could be your profession next week.
Could be. So, but being a sports analyst is about as about as much accountability as being a weatherman.
Absolutely.
That's my opinion.
Yeah.
So
political analyst too, by the way.
True.
Same category.
True.
Just saying.
No, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Excellent point.
My one joke is that I always felt like, you know how you can watch 10 minutes of ESPN and sound like a total G at the water cooler the next day?
Sure.
Same thing with political news. I would say the one big difference between political news commentary and sports news commentary is that political commentary has forgotten or doesn't acknowledge that what they're covering is a game.
Yeah.
That's
fair. Random topic.
Hey-o, okay.
This is complete improv. Actually, everything's been improv.
That's true.
Complete improv. We don't know what the topic is. You're going to pick from. You're going to do 1 through 10. What are you going to do?
I think I'll maybe just skim and then bam. You know.
Okay, go ahead.
So
hit me.
Yep. I'm actually we'll start with the one that you had heard as I was giving you a snippet.
Okay.
This is our third topic, by the way. AI generated randomness. So the question is best fictional mentors of all time. So of all the fictional characters you can think of, who would be the best mentor?
Wow. Do you have any suggestions? Or?
I'm going to give you a few suggestions.
Right. I'm making start thinking about it.
So Mr. Miyagi, Gandalf, Yoda, Dumbledore, Obi-Wan, Splinter, that's the rat in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Morpheus from The Matrix, Pennyworth from Batman, not It.
Yeah, Pennywise. Right?
Thank you. Correction.
I thought of that when you said it, but then you said
Mufasa. Qui-Gon, little competition for Obi-Wan.
You go ahead.
Aslan. Who me?
Aslan. My gosh, Aslan. Boom.
Well, I would say Gandalf then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, because you went kind of Christ angle, so I had to mirror that.
Yeah,
you know.
I mean, you said Aslan.
I think that if I were just picking, I think I would actually probably go with. My one criticism is that he is staunchly secular in his conception, Jean-Luc Picard.
Okay.
Yeah, I would.
He's wise.
I would adore having Jean-Luc Picard as a mentor.
Yeah.
So.
Or a dad.
Or a dad. Yeah.
I got a lie, right?
No. Yeah.
My dad.
Yeah. I would be even more concerned about my genetics.
I'm trying to think of people that weren't on the list. Like anyone I could think of that.
Maybe literature.
That's why I was thinking of books.
Queequeg.
All the books I'm thinking of, they would be terrible mentors. There's somebody that would be terrible. It's almost like I go with a list of the worst.
Is there not someone in Grapes of Wrath that has wisdom? Oh no! I'm thinking from The Stand. Grandma.
Abigail.
Abigail.
Sister Abigail.
Sister Abigail.
Yeah, well, that's a good one.
Could be just a very sage. You know?
That's a good one, actually.
Yeah.
It depends on how much energy you want from that person. Do you want somebody to just go ahead and sit on the porch and talk to her?
Yeah.
Or somebody's going to come with you and do stuff and be around? That's more like a Picard.
Yes.
More energetic.
Yes.
And action oriented.
Gets in the trenches.
Yeah, involved.
Yeah.
Where there's just more like an oracle.
Right.
The oracle from The Matrix. I mean, she was really sharp.
Ooh. You know? As a mentor, she would be too vague.
No.
Too vague.
Yeah. I agree.
What about the cookies?
Yeah. I'm trying to think of some of the books I've read.
Atticus Finch.
Oh my gosh, Atticus. That's a good one.
Gandalf, technically, of course, and Dumbledore both were.
Yeah.
Jiminy Cricket?
No.
Yeah. I would crush him.
Atticus.
Jean Valjean from... No?
Well, I mean, maybe.
I actually don't know how to say his name. So
Jean Valjean is right.
Yeah.
He was
Again, Aslan is technically literature also.
It is.
Long John Silver? Oh, dude. No.
I mean, so I would have said Atticus Finch because... What a cool performance. I think about the movie.
Yeah.
And the book. If you think of To Kill a Mockingbird, you think of Atticus.
It's actually one of the few books from school I actually read.
It's a great book. It's a great book.
Yeah.
However, unfortunately, I read the prequel, which is Go Set a Watchman.
Okay.
And it was set...
Go Set a Watchman?
Was it set later? No, it was set later. I'm sorry. It was the sequel.
Oh. Okay.
But it was written before...
I see.
To Kill a Mockingbird. Right.
And sorry, what was the name?
Go Set a Watchman.
Go Set a Watchman.
Right.
Okay.
And it was Harper Lee's other book.
Okay.
And it was published posthumously. She did not want it published. Okay. And
that's not cool.
I know. They published it. And I was like, I want to read this.
Yeah.
It's terrible. I don't mean terrible like, not like literature terrible, like but comparatively.
Oh, I see.
Terrible. And so what happened was she had this book she wrote.
Yeah.
And she submitted it, and they said, go write the backstory. We don't understand this. Go write the backstory. The backstory was To Kill a Mockingbird.
Wow.
And so that's the one that became a classic.
Okay.
This other book is real.
Yeah.
Now, the other side of it is that a lot of people, it's pretty common knowledge, I think, that Truman Capote helped write To Kill a Mockingbird. And we think that Harper Lee helped Truman Capote write In Cold Blood.
Oh, wow.
But you can tell his influence on that if you know his work.
Interesting.
But yeah, so I mean, it's obviously it's a seminal work. It's an amazing book.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
However, I would have said Atticus, but I've read the sequel.
Yeah.
He's not a cool guy later, right?
Wow.
But during that book, I would pick him. But yeah, so in the other book, he's kind of portrayed as like he might be racist. There's other stuff that comes out. It's really,
Gosh, interesting.
It's like not a good picture of him.
Well, that makes me think of that line from The Dark Knight: "You either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain."
Yeah, exactly. So, but if you're staying within the confines of To Kill a Mockingbird,
Yeah.
Atticus would be a really good choice.
Okay.
Someone
Okay.
who fought for justice.
Yeah.
At the expense of his own popularity and doing the right thing in the face of adversity is hard.
Mm-hmm.
And like defending someone
Yeah.
in that situation.
To be principled.
Correct. And
Yeah.
in a very hard situation.
Yeah.
And that time of the in history
Yeah.
in the South,
Right.
Yeah. Really hard. So
Yeah,
I do appreciate that character. And what a great dad too, and a good guy. So I'd pick him based on that book.
Yeah. There's good context though, because that's interesting. All that's very interesting. I hope it's interesting to other people because I think it's extremely interesting.
We'll see.
We'll do a couple more. We'll see which we got.
Sure, we can choose one.
Yeah. Best or worst celebrity cameo roles?
Gosh, I don't even know enough about that. I think
Best I thought of celebrity cameo role is Tom Cruise in Tropic Thunder.
Oh yeah, that was good.
That's top shelf.
With the ball, the
A
fat,
tier. Oh yeah, and he's dancing
really
at
good.
the end.
It's really good.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
And that was a total happenstance. He was like,
Was it?
yes.
I didn't know that.
So much of that was like just kind of off the cuff with Ben Stiller and Tom Cruise, and Tom was like, Tom, my bro.
Your bud.
Yeah, Tom. I actually hate it when people refer to celebrities as their first name. Like you knew him. Do you have a dorsal fin?
Have you seen Ben Stiller's Tom Cruise impression from the old days when he?
Yes.
So good. When they're laughing together, like we can almost finish each sentences. Like that's really good. Yeah. It's a good impression.
Any other celebrity cameos?
I don't know. For some reason, the only thing that comes to mind when I think of cameos is Alfred Hitchcock being in every one of his own movies.
Okay.
Which is always fun to watch for him to see where he is. But
George Lucas, Peter Jackson, they've all done that as well.
I'll go with Hitchcock just because it's so classic. I like Hitchcock. And
Me too.
I'll say probably one of the cooler things that was done by a director being in one of his own movies. And just a background character. You had to look for the guy.
What's your favorite Hitchcock movie?
Oh, that's a good question. I've seen a lot of Hitchcock movies.
Yeah.
Rear Window.
I was going to say Rear Window, dude. That's so weird. And the world, and the universe just imploded on itself.
Oh my gosh, Grace Kelly and Jimmy Stewart just such a cool
dude.
vibe and the color, the camera work, all so well done.
Hitchcock definitely helped define the baseline for excellent.
Yes.
The art of directing.
Oh, I know.
The opening scene of Rear Window is just a masterclass.
Yes.
I mean,
and I think one of the classic ones too for Hitchcock is where Psycho, where you've seen Psycho, right?
Of course.
Okay, so he's carrying his mom up the stairs.
Yeah.
And he does this angle where you can't tell what's going on. You see the top of it and the voices and all that stuff. You don't realize.
Yeah.
He's doing both voices.
I know.
Until later, it's like, oh man, it hits so hard. When they find the mom, and oh wow.
That's one of those moments because I would have, and maybe I suppose you as well. I was exposed to that moment at a very young age, so that got embedded. The visual of that was very visceral, very scary. Scary. So that got like deeply. I know. And then when I finally was old enough to watch Psycho, it's just great. I love.
But you know the scene I'm talking about where the camera goes up over?
Yes, I know exactly what you're referring to.
Yeah, it's up and you can't see it.
Yes.
And he goes in. Yes. You hear them both talking.
Yes.
Oh, so good.
Yeah.
And but no, Rear Window. Yeah, you're right. Tell me about the opening scene of Rear Window. I've seen it.
Oh, just actually the only reason why it's just for some reason
is it a one shot thing?
It's a one shot. Yeah, it's a one shot where they're basically kind of giving you a quick shot of everything that he's going to be seeing.
That's
it's just kind of like a single. It's a single shot pan
I love those
that lands on Jimmy Stewart. It's great.
He's so good at that too.
Yes,
Jimmy Stewart is one of my favorites.
Vertigo's another one that I
love Vertigo.
really enjoy.
There is a song about Vertigo I'll have to share with you.
Oh, interesting.
It's by can't remember the name of it now. I'll find it for you.
Yeah. I was really into movies when I was young, and so my dad was like, "We gotta watch Hitchcock." And so I started, The Birds and just everything. I watched everything.
I got to see. So when I was a kid, I want to say I was about 12, maybe. Mm-hmm. There was a film festival thing or something. My mom took me to see a bunch of Hitchcock movies at the theater. Nice. Because it was many years ago they'd come out, but we saw them in the 80s, and it was so cool. I did see Rear Window there. I saw Rope. I saw Vertigo. I think I saw The Trouble with Harry.
Okay. I have not seen that one, actually.
It's a pretty good movie.
Yeah.
Have you seen Rope?
No.
Rope is good.
Really.
One of the cool things about Rope, I'll tell you, the one thing I know about it, there's a scene where they go into this trunk and it gets dark, and apparently Hitchcock used that moment to change reels for the camera, and you come back out.
Brilliant.
Isn't that crazy? Like that kind of stuff. It's like dark and then comes out.
Just brilliant.
Yeah, it's so cool. So anyway,
that's the level.
I know. They had to plan that,
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's a good movie. And
yeah.
Hitchcock. Jimmy Stewart's in that one too. It's all set in an apartment.
Yeah.
And it's and I think it's based on a true story. That one. These killers.
Interesting.
I can't. I can't remember their names. Anyway, there's these two killers. It's based on them. So.
Wow. Two men commit a murder and host a dinner party over the body.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Very interesting.
It's a very good movie.
I just watched that one with the ear.
It's like a play. It's like set up like a play.
Very cool. Okay.
But it's takes place in this apartment, and he's very what's going on here? Kind of Jimmy Stewart's trying to find clue. You can kind of tell. It's been a while since I've seen it. I'd like to see it again.
Oh man.
But Rear Window, I'm pretty familiar with.
Yeah.
Seen it. I saw it with my kids too.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen? What kind of song about Hitchcock? Cameos, right? Have you seen? This had nothing to do with cameos. Have you seen 12 Angry Men? Have we talked about this?
No, we have talked about this. Okay. Yeah, this is on my list because
it's black and white. You have to see it though. Yeah. The color version is okay too. There's a color version that came out
prefer.
It's pretty good. Okay. But the black and white is amazing.
Yeah.
And but most actors that are in the original one are character actors and famous people you've seen in other things.
Okay.
Or if you've watched anything old. You've seen Henry Fonda's the main guy.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
And but all the actors are like, where have I seen that guy? Where have I seen that guy? Mm-hmm. And you watch him, but man, it's so good. Yeah. And I can think about certain scenes from that. And if you're not interested in legal stuff, you would be after watching this. The way juries deliberate.
Dude, John Grisham was one of my favorite authors as a kid.
You need to watch it.
I loved. I went from Crichton to John Grisham.
Okay.
And I read most of John Grisham's.
I've read Grisham. Not most, but I've read Grisham. And I like Grisham.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's so good. I like to watch the way they deliberate and they argue things through. So well done.
Yeah.
And Henry Fonda is amazing in it.
Were women not allowed to be jurors way back in the day?
That's a good question. I don't know.
I just assumed 12 Angry Men. So.
It is all men. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's a very good question. I don't know the answer. It could have just worked out that way, or it could have been a law there, or I don't know.
Yeah.
It was all men in this case.
Yeah.
But it's they all bring it's the cool part about this movie is they all bring their own prejudices into the room.
This is the point. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, they all bring their own perspectives.
Yeah.
About he's that kind of kid that would do this, or that happened to my mom, or this kind of thing, or he's not a good son, or he's not this, and it's all their perspectives are in there, and they're all trying to hash this out. It's really cool. I've made all my kids watch this movie.
Nice.
And they all liked it. They all liked it. I will tell you that. So.
Yeah. Well, it's a classic for a reason. That's one thing I found.
It's probably
top 5 movies from any decade are must watches.
That's the top 5 for me. Period.
Oh wow.
That one.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Well, listen. Listen. I actually have a super awesome next question that I would love to get to. I really got to go, so we'll table that and we'll get to it eventually.
Okay, we'll get to it eventually. Sounds good. Thank you.